Okay guys, today is June the 2nd, Tuesday. Finally started welding this quarter panel on the driver's side. What I did, I started up here on top at this seam. I've got my welds and plug welds done inside, which is a pain in the butt to get into back up in there. But yeah, I got it welded, so that seam is closed. I've got my trunk installed for right now. What I'm going to try to attempt to do now, before I do any of the rest of the plug welds, is in this area, about, I guess it's about right in here where it had the wheelhouse brace, and it's got a piece of rubber or foam piece here. It only comes to about this far maybe. And then in the old quarter panel, it had some kind of other, that flexible foam, so the panel probably won't rattle in there. So in other words, I was going to spray some of that flexible foam that I bought in there, but I couldn't do it while the panel was off because there's not much time allowed on that to put that on and then try to fit the quarter panel on and fight with it and make it fit where I needed it. So I decided to go ahead and put it on, weld it here at this point, and I left this underneath open like that. So what I'm going to try to attempt to do is I'm going to get up enough room up in there and get my caulking gun that fits that. It's a two-part flexible foam, and get up in there and run a bead along here and then just close it up. That's what I'm going to try to do. The stuff I'm using is this gun right here, and it's the SEM flexible urethane foam. I also got SEM seam sealer for the seams, but that's that flexible. They sell a flexible and a rigid. I think Mr. Fireman did a brace on one of his quarter panels. He put that brace on before you weld the panel and put that brace, that foam. And like I said, they sell two kinds, a flexible and a rigid. You have to know where to use which one, and apparently you'd want to use a flexible at that point, because a rigid, I've heard can make the panel bulge out or something like that. Anyway, that's what I'm going to try to attempt to do. So I'm going to try to get that done, then I'll bring you guys back and show you and see how this works out. Because when Mr. Fireman did his, he didn't have very much time to mess with it. I think he barely put it on this cartridge and barely got some out, and it was done within a minute or so. You know, these are the tips that come with it, and I've got extra tips, but you know, you don't want to waste them. These tips are not cheap. Anyway, I'm gonna put this on and then try it out, so bring you guys back in a minute. Okay guys, I'm done with that. That's what it looks like. Instruction says it takes 1 to 2 minutes to set up, but it wasn't even probably 30 seconds, maybe not even that, by the time I got that tip up in there and ran a bead across there, put my gun down, and it was set up. So that stuff is quick. I don't know if it makes a difference because it's hot outside, hotter. It's about 85 degrees in here, but it says fully cures in 1 hour, sets up in 1 to 2 minutes, but like I said, it wasn't even maybe 20 seconds. I mean, I ran it, put the tip on, ran through that tip, laid the bead down, and it was basically dry by the time I put that back on. I'll show you. Let's see here. Let's see if this, that's gonna work. I was checking that fit there. Anyway, yeah, I lifted this panel up. I was able to get my caulking gun just enough up in there, and I'll see if I can get a shot of that inside there. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to get the camera in there. I don't know how much you guys will be able to see, but I do have a light in there. I think you can see that right there. That's the bead I ran down there. So yeah, it hit once when I ran that bead. It pushed the panel in. It was basically set up. So you gotta be quick with that stuff. Alright, when I get a little bit more done today, I don't know if I'll get anything else done today, but like I said, I've welded here up inside my plug wells. I've got the panel pushed in, a couple of screws up in here. So the next thing's going to be welding it. You know, I think I'm going to start here up from the front and start plug welding it all across here, and then back underneath all the way down to the bottom, and then work my way back. I did pull this trim out, and it looks like it's going to work pretty good on this side. Well, there we go, something like that. Anyway, it's going to come basically around that corner and come out pretty good right there. And then the other long piece goes around here. So I did kind of mock these up a little bit before I welded all that up. So yeah, anyway, that's what I got done today. Didn't get done much on the weekend other than kind of mess around out here. But I'll try to upload this video tonight on that flexible foam stuff. It's pretty neat stuff, but it dries, I mean, it's quick. Let's see what else I got. Yeah, I guess that's it for today. So, I was gonna weld the start welding the hinges to the wheelhouse right there. So I may do that right now. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the new subscribers, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks. Okay guys, I'm back. I just wanted to show you the gap that I got between the quarter panel and the door. Right here, it's really nice. Really nice to this point, about a 3/16 to that point. And then about right in here, it starts getting a little wide. I don't know if you can tell that, but yeah, it's right in there. It's more than 3/16. Down in here, a little bit more. There's a whole lot more. So I have to do some work here, and then it starts maybe closing off right there. Pretty nice. A little bit more than 3/16 there, and then 3/16 right there. So yeah, that's what I ended up with. I guess on this quarter panel is the one that I haven't had any problems with really fitting, but I guess I've just been kind of I don't know how to say it. I guess scared to put it on to its final place. I mean, I've had it on and off so many times, and I was just I don't know how to say it. I guess I was just scared to get it on here and start welding it, because I mean, once you start welding it, that's it. You know, it's not going to come off unless you start cutting stuff up. So yeah, I mean, by it being welded here, this one ain't coming off anymore. So whatever's there, I'm going to have to work with. So, but basically, I mean, that's about the only place it can go. I mean, it's not going to come up. It's not going to come up further anymore, and if I did push it up further, then, you know, then back here would not line up very good. But yeah, I mean, that's where it's got to go. And so anyway, I'll turn you all off, and I'll try to upload this video. And the next one will be the quarter panel from hell. Getting that one to fit in and weld it at the top, and I'm going to do the same thing to it. Is start at the top, weld my plug wells up on the top to the deck filler panel. And I don't have the deck filler panel welded. I just got it screwed down so far down there and over there, and front, but yeah, I'm fixing to weld that too, because it's done. It's where it needs to go, and that's where it's gonna stay. So thanks guys for watching. See you next time.